What's good? It's your boy Herb Tutter. Welcome back to the show, The Transition. Got that Bulls shirt on for the last dance. Man, I'm enjoying that, but I've done this on a number of occasions, looking at the triumphs that Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls have done, jumping over Detroit and New York and jumping over adversity. So I always look at that and I'm enjoying it. So hopefully everybody else is enjoying it as well. But today, this show, I'm talking about taking the good with the bad. The last couple of years out here, we were trying to figure out, just level ground in general, and what were the next steps, and just planning on what's next. Harv and Wes talked, and they brought a new idea to the table to me, and sometimes I can be very hard when it's time to figure out the next steps, but they were, really trying to figure out clearly what was the best idea to come up with next. The bad was, going the way we were going, all differences, directions, our health. Level ground probably would have been done anyway by the end of 2016. The good, though, is that Harv and Wes thought solo careers were needed immediately. Pretty much right after the Tiger show. I was reluctant, but we were talking about coming back and doing at least two more group albums, and that was cool because like I said, I was just getting the hang of what it was to be a CFO slash CEO front person, and trying to keep the momentum of what Level Ground had did remix wise and individual music, so trying to keep that going the way that we needed to go. I just thought that going into solo projects at that point was not right, and it wasn't what we were supposed to do. But as we fast forward to the future, it's a bittersweet situation, but it turned out to be probably the best idea that Wes and Harv came up with. It was extremely hard, but it was a bittersweet situation. But I'm a 100% competitive person, so both knew what to say to me to get in the game. And I've always wanted to be the best seller. I compete with everybody at any level, at whatever we're talking about doing. I'm gonna compete with you. And that's how that's supposed to be. You're supposed to compete like that. You're supposed to move like that. And I had to, just kind of figure out what my next steps were gonna be. And just not being nervous about stepping out 100% in the forefront. And that's kind of how society wants you to be right now. They're hoping on your fear so you can just follow who they want you to follow. To be the best, you can't worry about who's still your family or who's still your friends. You just got to have forward progress, and whoever's there for you will actually be in motion at the same time with you. Forward progress means that people being happy for what you're doing, or other people not. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with people not being okay. I think this was the best situation, and now having both parts, I Am Who I Say I Am, part 1 and 2, will show the growth that I'm actually doing, but it also, for people that are watching, it'll give you an understanding of what a born leader really looks like. You got to take the good with the bad. Anybody that's leading anything, you understand, you got to take both sides, but without that bad, would the good be that good? Would the victory taste as good as it does without the bad? I don't need anybody to solidify what I'm doing at this point. And I think that was the difference between Herb will level ground, and now Herb.S is that I don't need your solidification to understand that this is what I was doing. You know, every group or every person that I feel like was a very good artist, they had some songs that were that's what was on their heart and in their mind. I may have not felt it, but that was what was on their heart and mind, and they got it off. That's exactly what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to do that. But I also acknowledge, you know, whose hands were dirty. I kept my hands dirty in this situation in order for me to be where I'm at right now. Like-minded individuals are what I'm around now. Man, I love to connect everybody and still be able to have that relationship that I had with people in the past. And, you know, but sometimes things have an end. And sometimes things are supposed to go as far as they're supposed to go, and then you're supposed to move on. I've been blessed to still be able to ride at such a level so far in my career, you know, and I take the good with the bad all the time. So I tell you guys, you know, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, first you got to start doing it for yourself. Stop moving for other people, because other people's fears, it will either slow you down or keep you stagnant. And then two, make sure that you understand that you're doing this for yourself, and then go all out. You know, you live once. Why would you half-ass it if this is what you really want? You got to take the good with the bad. It's your boy Herb to the man. Listen, this is my show, The Transition. Come on back. I'm going to have some more segments. Do something for somebody else. Trust me, to give you a chance to figure out where you're supposed to be. Enjoy life. Holla at your boy.